This is the world's first Starbucks activated pumpkin spice sprayer. When it gets within 1 mile of a Starbucks, this will pollute the air with pumpkin spice. It is making the car smell so strong of pumpkin spice. Because so many people equate the return of fall with the return of the pumpkin spice latte, I too wanted to join in on the festivities, if you will. So I had the idea to make a device that would detect when I got near a Starbucks. And once that signal was received, I would be doused in pumpkin spice. I went through a bunch of different design iterations, but eventually I settled upon this clip that would attach onto this pumpkin spice spray bottle. But even that had a lot of design complications. Even after I printed this out for the 5th time, there's still the issue of this sliding up. And what I'm talking about, you can actually see a little better if I take this part off. If I push down on this lever, the entire clamp shifts up. We want this force from the lever to push down on this as opposed to lift this thing up. So we have a few different options here. We can make the clamp stronger, we can tape it, but we just really need to make sure that this is not gonna move. So guys, I made this abomination here, which is a mixture of tape and uncut zip ties. The thing is though, it still does not hold the clip in place. Observe. I have some sticky tacky, which is like the stuff that you put on posters. If it can hold up paper, maybe it can also hold up some plastic on a spray bottle too. Let's check it out. And as I'm forming this up into a ball, the reason why I'm deciding to do this is because if you think of 2 pieces of plastic rubbing together, they slide quite easily. Now, if we put, a layer of sticky tacky between them and we try to rub those same parts together, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. So that's the reason why I'm gonna try this out. Just, engineering with stuff that you have on hand, and I have nothing on hand because I'm broke. Also guys, this thing is pretty much empty now, and I've been spraying it continuously in this quarter. But luckily, I have one more. It came in a value pack, so I wanted to save some money, which I will be using for the final test. I don't know how to plug this in. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, it worked. Wow. Guys, this is a long time coming. I've been working on this for like a while, and it's totally polluting my entire computer setup, but you know what? It's all good. Oh my gosh. But honestly, I am overjoyed right now that this part is at least working. So now is the fun part. Now I can kind of work and do anything I want with this. And as I previously mentioned, I want the pumpkin spice to spray in my face whenever I'm within 1 mile of a Starbucks. And the way I do that is with this device here, which is an Adafruit GPS. I have some basic code uploaded to this guy, but I do need to go outside so that this GPS can connect to a satellite so I can start getting some readings. So let's go head outside. So actually, as I was walking down the stairs of my apartment, it actually picked up a satellite signal through the ceiling, which I'm actually surprised was able to do. So now we are getting very accurate readings. In fact, it's actually pretty scary how accurate this GPS is. But then again, I carry around a GPS every single day in the form of my phone, and I don't mind that, so it's gonna be okay. So it's now been about a week since I've worked on the project, which is rather unfortunate. But for the last few days, I had to be a weapon in corporate America. But now we're back to the project, and I have an update for y'all. So originally, I was using this as the brains for my entire system. But for a couple different electronics reasons that I'm not gonna get into right now, I ended up having to switch to this guy, which is an Arduino. I also had to add a bunch of different other electronic components to make this work. And you may be wondering, why is this situated on the windowsill? As I mentioned before, the GPS does need to connect to the satellite, and it was having a little difficulty doing it around my desk, so I had to bring it to as close to outside as I possibly could, hence the windowsill. As you can see from the setup, and also by listening to this, you can see that the motor is actually spinning. It's the exact same as the diagram I showed at the beginning of the video. This is just that in its physical form. And because this print just finished, we can get started on building the final assembly. This is the final build right here. I also made this 3D printed housing here for all the electronics, just so it's a little more tidier than it was before. I'm gonna try taking it in the car and actually drive around. I do live close enough to a Starbucks that this happens when I turn it on. Okay, I just put some sunscreen on, and now that we have confirmation that both the GPS and mechanism put together work, as just previously shown, we're gonna go into the car and we're gonna go get a pumpkin spice latte while this is running. I'm a little scared because, guys, this stuff, it smells so strong. It smells good, but it is very pervasive. So My guess is that when it sprays in the car, it's gonna linger there for a long time. All right, so now that we're in the car, go ahead and plug in pumpkin spice detector, if that's what you want to call it. In order for the GPS to connect, it has to be facing upwards. I'm gonna wait a few minutes until that is connected. Okay guys, so I've been sitting here, GPS is connected, and because I'm within a mile of a Starbucks, this thing is already starting to spray. It is making the car smell so strong of pumpkin spice. You can see right here where it's starting to spray all over my console. Yeah, so, okay. Let's go get that pumpkin spice latte so we can not have this keep going over and over. Oh my goodness. I've never filmed anything while driving before. You know what, I'm just gonna leave the camera right there and we're gonna do his thing. I'm also noticing, because it's getting very wet between the clamp and the sticky tacky, I think the clamp is starting to slip a little bit, but no matter, we're still gonna go get that pumpkin spice latte. Also guys, I live in LA, and it's a Friday, and the traffic is absolutely horrendous right now. It's Friday at 3. It's crazy, it's madness. You can see the damage it did. You can see how soaked with pumpkin spice this is. Also, this location doesn't have a drive-through. I'm just gonna go in and get my latte. Okay guys, well, I have my pumpkin spice latte. You know what's funny? I don't even drink coffee. I made this whole project just for that. Isn't that crazy? And now look at them sitting next to each other. We got our pumpkin spice latte, and we have our pumpkin spice spray. I'm gonna try it, see how it tastes. You know, it's actually pretty good. I literally can't believe I made this entire project and I don't drink caffeine. I don't drink caffeine. It's something I don't do, but here I am, so it tastes pretty good. Anyways, that's it for this video. New video coming soon before Halloween, so check it out.